Hello friends, in this video I'll be discussing the contents of Colreg 1972 and I'll also share various questions that may be asked during the oral examination which I have normally encountered. So collision regulations have 6 parts and 4 annexes. In the current slide you can only see up to part E. So there are 5 parts you can see in the slide and 4 annexes. In 2016, Supplement Part F was added to these rules, and I will also be discussing that. A common question by the MMD surveyors is what are the contents of ROR? So you start with Part A, it's general. Part B is steering and sailing rules. Part C is lights and shapes. Part D is sound and light signals. Part E is exemption. And Part F is verification of compliance with the provision of the convention. Before I move to the 4 annexes, let me just share a trick with which you can remember these parts. Usually you read it so many times that you automatically remember them. But still, in a sequence, you can remember it like this. Imagine as a cadet, you first time are about to board the ship. And then when you're standing at the jetty waiting for the gangway to come down, you meet a general and he tells you about the rules and confused, you ask him, I used to think that ship is run by a captain. What is the general doing here? Then the general says, I just stay here on land and I give the application part and the responsibility part to the captain. This is what part A is doing. It's giving you the application where does the rule apply, rule number 1, and rule number 2 is responsibility. What is captain's responsibility to run the ship? And rule number 3 is definition of all the technical terms which are used within these rules. As a cadet, what is the first thing a person does on board is he go and meets the captain on the bridge. So he goes right on the bridge and he's confused and again he asked, what do we do here? So captain says, we steer the ship. So these are the steering and sailing rules. You start reading them, very important. And then as a cadet, you open the book. Part B is divided into 3 sections. Section 1 is starting from rule number 4 to rule number 10, and that applies on all conditions of visibility. Then there is section 2, which applies when vessels are in sight of one another, starting from rule number 11 to 18. And section 3 is conduct of a vessel in restricted visibility, and it is given only one rule. It curiously confirms why only one rule for section 3 in restricted visibility. Then captain again re-questions him, what else do you expect? You cannot see the other vessel. You have only one thing to do, one set of principles in that condition. Captain feels he has asked enough questions for the day, so he sends him on the Monkey Island. Go check the shapes and lights. So that is your part C, lights and shapes. Once he is checking the lights and shapes, he hears a sound which is coming from the aft somewhere. Then he asks the duty officer, what is there in the aft? I can hear some sound. Then the duty officer asks him to go and check. He goes there and sees the sound is coming from an electrical gong. Deck can be a part D, which is for sound and light signals, part D. Then he reports back that he was hearing this sound from an equipment, electrical one. Then they feel it's enough for the day and they ask him, okay, you can leave. And before you go to your cabin, go to the movie locker, arrange all the movies, and then you're exempted from the duties. Movie locker is your part E. And then finally, when he's gone to his cabin, the duty officer is asked by the captain to go and verify and ensure that he has complied with the orders. This is what part F looks like. There are 3 rules into this. Rule number 39, 40 and 41. Rule number 39 is definition of audit scheme, code for implementation, and audit standard. Rule number 40 is application. Contracting parties shall use the provisions of the code for implementation in the execution of their obligation and responsibilities contained in the present convention. And then finally, rule number 41, verification of compliance, that contracting parties shall be subject to periodic audits by the organization in accordance with the audit standards to verify compliance with and implementation of the present convention. In part F, there's a reference to Assembly Resolution 1067 and 1070 of Session 28. I'm just sharing what these two resolutions are about. They're heading Framework and Procedures for the IMO Member State Audit Scheme. So, this is basically giving the framework and procedures for the IMO Member State Audit Scheme. And Resolution 1070 is about IMO Instruments Implementation Code. This resolution is referred in application and definitions. Finally, coming back to the annexes, there are four annexes. Annex 1 is positioning and technical details of lights and shapes. So, where the light should be placed horizontally and vertically, spacing between them, all this is discussed in Annex 1. Annex 2 is about additional signals for fishing vessels, fishing in close proximity. Annex 3 is technical details for sound signal appliances. Annex 4 is distress signals. Next is if you like a story, it can be that a carrot comes on the bridge and he's asked, okay, what is the characteristics of this light, that light, this shape, how much should be the things and all. And when he's asked this question, he looks outside. There are fishing vessels fishing in a group, and they have these lights, like two white lights in a vertical line or two red lights in a vertical line. And then again, he's cross questioned. Secondly, so in the first part, they were asking from things which are on board. Second part, they started asking about what are the lights on the fishing vessels outside the ship. And then they started talking about, okay, these fishing vessels are not moving out of the way in a TSS. What will you do? You will use the sound appliances like rule number 34D and all. So, what is the technical details of sound signal appliances? So, this is they start discussing. And then final question to him, if you are in distress, and in Hindi as we say, अगर फट के चार हो गई है तो क्या करोगे? So once you have four, you go to the distress signals. You use all of them. So that is your Annex 4 distress signals. I hope you like this video. Although the contents of this is not a very interesting topic, but soon I'll be discussing all the rules and all the key points that you need to remember before you go to the orals. Do share your feedback or any other important topic that you would like me to make a video on. Thank you for watching.